Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On play action, it's Mahomes. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, handoff to Dallas. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground. And that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Second down and 4. First carry here for Ken Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now Geno. And this is going to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field and is popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. A give right side for Pacheco. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Big Leonard Williams, the one who came in and got him.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Over the middle, complete. That's Rice. They'll give him 4 yards there. And 3rd and 8 now. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Smith. Walker with a grab, left side. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Geno now to throw. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Geno. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Not much happening offensively here early on. That's 2 drives and 0 first downs. This defense, they've come to play, and they're the better of the 2 units here so far.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Here comes Tony on the return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 4. Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there for KC. 53 yards. Motion man right is Rice. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Screen play, McKinnon. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Smith on first down. Flush to his right. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Second and 6. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Third and short, McKinnon. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They'll run here with Pacheco. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead.
And McKinnon is in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Bad news, they didn't get it on 2nd down. The good news is they still only need about 3 or 4 inches here on 3rd.
And the good play callers have looked at both situations. They thought to themselves, okay, this call, I pick up the 1st down, already ready with that call. If I don't, this is what I'm going to come back with in order to pick it up.
Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Block it in motion right. On 1st and 10, Smith. And Walker has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Back to throw, Smith. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a 1st down.
To throw is Smith. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Touchdown, Seahawks! Kenneth Walker, as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Until that late score here in the 2nd quarter, they only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Thirteen seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on 1st down. They go play fake. Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked up by Rick Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And, partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. Here's Smith. He completes this to Walker. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now Smith. As it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Throwing is Smith. He finds his man, complete. It's Walker. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up second down.
And now Smith going to change the play.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down.
54 Mike. Check. Wide trio left.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. That is caught.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected. But this is a good pickup here for the first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Smith. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
To the air again, Smith. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Here comes third down and 7.
Smith now to throw.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash, should be a fair. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Got to say, Charles, a little surprising to have a kick this short blocked. Usually that happens on the longer ones, but great job by the special teams to kind of sift through there and get a hand on it.
Yeah, you've seen a lot of football over time, partner, and you're right about it. Typically, the longer field goals start lower because they have so much more ground to cover to get to the post. And that's when you get a hand on it. These short ones, you're able to pop it up in the air pretty quickly. Normally, you get height. In this case, extra effort to block that one.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
Now Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 78 yards. And the Chiefs take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. That's a tough combination to defend. You know Patrick Mahomes has the big arm, and he's got the elusiveness and the speed. So even though you force him from the pocket, he's still dangerous.
Bad idea, in my opinion, to force him from the pocket. Do everything possible to hem him in and make him make the throws from right there in the center of it. And look, we know he's got the big arm. You just noted that. But when he gets outside, it puts so much stress on your defense trying to locate where receivers are, make sure you're covering them, and he can throw the ball the length of the field. So you just tell a receiver, just keep going. He'll find him, and he did there.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
13 Check nickel. SOS. Check 59,
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Check three. In. Hey, on top.
Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Smith here, an audible at the line. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now it's Smith. Left side complete to Lockett. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Smith. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Mahomes now on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches at the 43-yard line.
Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He finds McKinnon, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. That is caught by Rice. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On first down, it's Smith. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Mahomes going to throw it here. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Second down, McKinnon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 52 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they open the lead up now to 25. After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose. But you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7.
It's the picture of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Now Smith. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Smith. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Seattle, so long, everybody. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And they will not get a chance to reach.